What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity.
Howdy, toddy!
Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. Sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
Fire Marshal Bill here. Yeah,
What?
I just wanted to do some Fire Marshal Bill.
Why?
I don't know. Feeling weird.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay,
In
I was
a
gonna say you
while.
did an impression as though you haven't seen it before.
Oh no.
Ever.
I was trying to do it without wiping my gums with my finger.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good for a podcast.
It's really
stuff.
good. Really good pod. Well, we do have video. If you want to go on Facebook and go to Sweat Equity Podcast. If you want to go on Vimeo, we're on Wista.
No,
No.
I just heard of that yesterday.
We just heard about it from a client that's like, we got to do Wista. And it's like,
I don't wanna though.
I don't think so. I think Twitch is the next move.
I don't know. Twitch is.
I want little boys to give me gifts.
Right. That's Twitch is all like 12-year-olds that are playing games.
But you can get little gifts from little boys.
All right, do it then.
We
Do
just-
your own podcast on Twitch.
No. We
Your
do.
alt-right
Yeah.
podcast only.
What, is there
Law Smith only.
Is there any alt-right video games?
Probably. Well, I mean,
I guess they're all-
I'd say a
they're
lot
all
of the
pretty
gun
much-
ones could be considered.
That giggle you hear in the background,
He's
John
back.
Paul Labalde,
He's back.
Hi, thanks, guys.
Timpaniac Pictures.
That was a funny joke.
Good joke. You look like you're in a cave. Oof. Stay off of that one.
I look bloated.
Oh, well. That's on you.
Yeah, you look like you're in a sex dungeon, and not the good kind. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's not. Just leave him alone. Just forget him.
No. I wanted to just give him a shout out and be out.
Okay.
He said he didn't want us to talk to him.
Yeah. Turn your mic off then.
Because I'm on the delay.
It's okay.
See what it does?
Who said that?
That was the most seamless conversation we've had, actually, with you. I think.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Pretty
We're
good.
getting pretty good.
Pretty good. I think I don't know if we answered a question that we started a couple episodes ago. Shocking, I know. So I had a comedian buddy ask for remote job boards,
Right.
but I don't know if we gave enough info on that. So there's enough jobs out there if you can just write content, which is pretty templated. Once you start doing it,
Yeah.
it's actually
You ever
more,
try to write content for a dentist office website blog?
It's tough.
Woo!
You run out of content.
Yeah. Like, what's the deal with, brushing right before you go?
Well,
And then
there's
that's all I got.
suicide rate of dentists is the highest of any profession.
I don't believe it.
Oh, we're gonna have to go to the Googles on this one.
I don't know why. Why would it be? It's got to be if you're a bad dentist and you're causing people pain all the time.
Well, you do have everybody see you. They're bummed out to see you as your job. Like no one's pumped.
I don't know. People who are in it for pain pills,
Oh, you can get pain pills through your dentist,
not through mine.
which
But-
is your wife.
Right. But
That was like an old myth. Like back in the 90s, they used to always say that.
what, dentists killed
Dentists would
themselves?
kill themselves.
Yeah. I know a lot of dentists.
It's because of the debt.
Oh.
They owe so much money.
Well, I believe it's personality that gets you into that,
Right.
because as we discovered through your wife talking about other dentists,
Uh-huh. What?
it's a certain kind of person.
Stay focused.
I hear
Don't
I
just
hear an
ignore
alarm.
him,
I hear-
whatever he's doing.
It's your cell phone law.
Okay.
Is
who
it?
cares,
we
guys?
go turn it off?
Doesn't matter.
No, it'll go forever. It'll go
Oh,
just.
shit. Just get up and go change it.
I don't know why
Anyways.
my alarm is set for right now.
Anyways, my wife has demonstrated through what? Through the
No,
people that I don't know
Through
where you're
that,
going
the
with it.
personality of a dentist is really weird. Your wife's the aberration to that.
Right, yeah, the aberration. That's right.
I mean, like, there's a certain kind of like Asperger's-y nature to a lot of dentists that are creepy.
Right. Yeah, it's
rare to
you got to
find
be
it.
smart and you got to be good with your hands and you got to be able to work in a mirror.
Super detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weird
A lot of them aren't
qualifications.
affable, though.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, most of them are. Yeah, well, that's probably why they kill themselves. Don't get laughs at parties.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably one of those professions you get in. I was trying to think like who would get into becoming like a urologist.
Right. Pediatric
Like,
urologist.
I love
How about
dick
that?
holes.
That's a real thing.
What?
A pediatric urologist.
Oh man,
Right. I mean,
that there shouldn't be a male allowed to do that.
yeah,
job.
I know.
I'm not
They
down
exist.
with that. That's like a male babysitter, just not.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The agency. I have an agency. If they send me one, sorry.
Yeah. None of those agencies have guys.
I don't know.
I don't
What
know
makes
either.
it better to be a woman?
Oh, here we go.
What do you mean?
He wants. Sorry,
He wants to start.
Why
shit?
is it better for an adult woman to like to play with kid penises?
what? Not. What
It wasn't really that part. It was more of the other side of that, where I don't want any adult males. It's not necessarily playing, but examining.
right. It's just guys are creeps.
Yeah.
Guys are the creepy ones.
There you go.
Very few creepy girls that are like, oh, I'm in it for the sexual things.
Right,
Not that all
right.
guy, anybody, but like, if there's somebody, male or female, that's going to be going that way, it's going to be the guy.
Yeah, they used to say on
What
Love-
about high school teachers?
Okay, you're just throwing out all
Deborah
this.
LaFave?
I mean, are more
Shout out to Tampa.
chicks?
It's more of a nurturing
teachers?
situation. It has nothing to do with that's just it's not sexual. I'm just saying if it were to be, a man would be the one guilty of it most of the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyways, job boards for your comedian friends.
Oh
We almost lost it.
wow. Yeah, we did.
We almost lost
I'm
it.
back in the 4:30 a.m. wake up, and it is rough. Yeah, went to bed at 1:30. Okay, so yeah, I know it's not that big of a deal when you say it out loud, but when you're feeling it, when you're just sore, how
Nobody
dare
cares.
you?
Nobody cares.
WeWorkRemotely.com is a pretty good site, pretty clean. I like that. I like remoteok.io and angel.co, like Angel List,
Unheld.
not Angie's List, Angel List. I like that because it's a bunch of startups.
Angel.co or Angel List?
It's both.
Oh, okay.
They both go to the same place. Angellist.com or angel.co. You can find a lot of remote jobs, but I think remoteok.io is the biggest remote job board. If ZipRecruiter is the biggest place to post a job, then it seems like remoteok.io is the biggest to look for a remote position.
What kinds of stuff they got on there?
And, a lot of this is that soft skill stuff, software development, customer service, marketing, design, a lot of computer stuff. I mean,
Okay.
what else are you going to do? A lot of sales, I guess.
Yeah, you could do sales calls from your house, I guess.
Well, with video becoming more prevalent in the sales kind of funnel for a lot of B2B and stuff, I mean, there's a lot more opportunity there.
Are you
but
talking
that-
about for like video sales calls?
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be. We're on top of that 2 years ago. I mean that's the way things are gonna go. I just posted in our Slack about Drift doing video.
Right.
Nice.
Focus.
So,
Drift doing video? How's
Drift-
that work?
Drift. If
Drift is the chat app free
it's free
for websites.
You can put in your websites. Pretty easy, really seamless. It makes it look like you're sitting there, if you want to.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
if you go to our site, we don't have it on sweatequitypod.com, but if you go to Tokobaga, TOCOBA.GA, you'll see it looks like a little chat bot, like I'm sitting there at all times.
Right.
And
It's tough. That's a tough one. That's because like we have it for the dental office, and you want to be able to have it, but man, unless you're watching.
eventually you're supposed to turn it into like a decision tree bot.
Yeah, I think that's on the premium features to really get it locked in the
Right.
way you want it.
Yeah,
And
right.
we ain't
They give you
doing
first they give you the cocaine tease,
right.
and then they got you.
Yeah.
They got you on the hook.
Well, I mean, we're still using it. It's not like we don't use it.
And
It's good.
And I can see it. So I mean, ideally you'd have more coverage than just you helping out with that.
Yeah.
But as far as I do see people asking a lot of silly questions.
I know.
They're already on the site.
Right. We'll get people from Jamaica. How do you fix this? Well, we can't just tell you over the internet.
How do you? Let's see. So I think that's going to be the way stuff's going anyway. Is more remote jobs. No big that's not a big hot take there, but
It really is stupid, a lot of these jobs that you have to go into the office for. So dumb.
there's
like-
something to be said about having people around. Like, I think flex hours are good if you
Right.
can do that.
You should, if you have an option, that's great. But this mandatory, like, oh, I got to go sit at my cubicle and make phone calls. Like, ugh.
Yeah, the one
Why?
thing I don't understand with digital marketing, at least, because it doesn't stop really.
Mhm.
Like, if you do ads, if you do any ad campaign, you're kind of on call all the time.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of planning. The way you should do it is it's a lot of planning, and you can set up all these rules to never break a budget, and you can set up commenting rules in case you're doing social media ads and stuff. But really, what people don't really understand, the internet's blessing and a curse. So it works for you while you sleep,
yeah.
but if you're the one managing something,
Yeah.
you're on call.
Yeah, you're sleeping,
all the
working.
time. And that's good and bad. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where the other part is expectations. A lot of people think because you're doing some kind of internet marketing that
You can't just plop down in front of your computer right now, fix this?
you should be getting return on your investment within like a day.
Right.
You're like,
Well, look
hey,
how quickly you did it.
it don't work that way. And it's like, yeah, it's so surprising how many people don't have a marketing strategy, let alone just an overall strategy.
Oh, yeah.
What are your goals? I always ask people with these three things: what's your cost per lead? What's your cost per acquisition? And what's the lifetime value of a client, a patient for y'all, a customer if you're retail? So, I mean, a lot of people don't know that shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's hard to find out.
It's
It's
not.
hard.
It's really not.
Well, I mean, all I'm going by is dental offices stuff. So that one's kind of
You
up
take
in the air.
well. Here's why they don't know it is because, like, there's no marketing budget set out. Most people are just shooting from the hip,
Yeah.
which I understand. It's not like we're formal
Right.
in this office, but at the same time, I have an idea. I at least know 10% should be,
Yeah.
of gross revenue should be spent on marketing. That's
Yeah.
a good. That's a good
that's
kind of benchmark.
Pretty universal rule of thumb.
Yeah,
minimum.
it might be even more egregious because we're just in such a competitive kind of field.
Yeah. Yeah, the internet, man, it's tough. People just throw tons of money at these things, and you get to the top of whatever you want to get to the top of. It's kind of
Well, the hard part is really factoring in the times. So this could be considered marketing because I do get the offline. Hey, I've been seeing the podcast pop up more. I've been seeing Sweat Equity. Oh, I've been listening the other day, and I do hear that more and more. So we are popping up in people's feeds. But if you're trying to allocate our time doing this as part of the marketing budget,
right.
it becomes tough. So you have to create a cost rate for your time.
Well, I mean, then you're talking about marketing for Tokabaga, are you saying? Or
Yeah, I'm saying
marketing
for Tokabaga.
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Not for the podcast
Yeah,
itself, for
the
the
podcast,
studio.
right? So it's a standalone thing. The podcast. I think my phone's still going
Focus.
off. So
Anyways.
they're different entities, but they support one another. I would say.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. No, I was just saying, like, if the time we spend doing this, it's not wasted if we're thinking of it for the podcast because it is the podcast.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's other benefits. Like, this makes me look up stuff on the reg and like make sure I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
As far as writing something out, but how was your low grade depression from the weekend?
Oh God, John Paul, I didn't even talk to you about camping yet, did I? I didn't send you that picture. So
No, and I
'Cause look,
text you.
I know. I'm sorry. The
You gotta-
reception was bad.
You gotta have a work life balance, but it was one of those things where we should have talked about that a little bit more. But when the life balance is just more stressful than work,
Oh, dude. Yeah. So, well, I
It's
mean,
kind-
the last podcast we did was almost entirely about this camping trip,
and this is why you wake up at 4:30.
Yeah.
That's me time.
and so
Or four,
we
excuse
went
me.
to head out. It's like an hour drive from where we're coming from, whatever. And traffic is absolutely insane. We're leaving at rush hour, of course. I'm pulling a 23-foot camper behind me.
Yeah,
Awesome.
clean too.
We get out. We stop at Publix, get some groceries and shit. And we go out to I go to back this thing down in to our spot, and this is after like a long time in the car and ready to get
I thought you
out.
were going to say 5 beers.
No, This is after 14 beers. I try to back this bitch in.
1974.
No, so I'm backing it in, and I can see the electrical hookup way in the back. I'm assuming the water is close by. I get out. I'm like, I'm not doing a good job. I back it in. I'm like into the trees a little bit. Like, it would have been fine if they didn't have the water hookup 30 feet ahead of it. I go out there. There's a geyser shooting straight in the air 5 minutes into when we're there. So
That's the best when you're like,
yeah,
now I get to be emasculated by someone.
right. Oh yeah, exactly. My wife was nice enough to make the call. Hi, we just backed over the thing. I did not blame
How
anybody.
does that work for a state park?
Right. I was like, oh God, like I'm afraid I'm going to shut down water to all Pinellas County. The guy just comes up, throws a bucket on it, tells the woman that he's with he's like, you gotta have a bucket for these kind of things. The woman, who's being trained apparently, I was like, oh, tell me I'm not the only idiot whoever does this. And she's like, that doesn't make you an idiot.
Here's something.
Made me feel so bad.
Going back to Dennis having the highest rate of suicide. So
I'm not done with my camping story. And
I know.
lady was
I'm
like,
going to break in. I'm breaking in. Because white men have a high rate of suicide, that might
I'm feeling that right now.
have something to do with that. Anyway, go on.
So yeah, that was the lead off to the weekend, and they came and they fixed it. They had to dig out, put on a new thing, but it does happen. Obviously, it's a camping park, so I'm not the only jackass. But then it started to rain, and we sat in the camper all night, played games inside the camper.
It was monsooning at my house.
It was bad.
It was really bad.
We got up and went to the dog beach the next day, and then we left at 11 a.m. that Saturday. Came back home.
Oh, really?
Everybody was over it, and I was like, "Fine, let's go."
That's the dad sweat equity.
Yeah,
That literally is like,
that was the best Father's Day gift I could have gotten. That they were all like, "We're over it." I'm like, "Good, let's go."
but you knew it was a fruitless endeavor when you left.
Right. It was. I wasn't gonna come out of it with a big chunk of gold that I'd find inside the park or something. Ooh, that really paid off. No, just come back all tired.
Yeah.
What are we doing next weekend? Good.
Yeah, the activities, the dad activities, I'm not quite there yet because I've got little babies, but
You've got a different level of
That's-
stress because you can't communicate with them the way, you'd
they're
like
trying,
to.
man. They're trying to talk to me.
Well, sure, but I mean, they don't get all the stuff.
They don't
yet.
get nuance.
Right. They know when not to talk to daddy
No,
when the veins are out in his head.
no, they don't know that yet.
Right.
They they see a computer pop out. Oh boy,
That means
no.
they're getting ignored.
Yeah, they're like, "What are you doing?" So you used to be able to get away with that when they're really, really little, and now it's like, nah,
Right.
you're out.
Yeah.
I've got the stand-up desk at home
That is one reason to come to an office. I'll give you that.
to get
No
away from your
kids-
family.
Yeah, no kids running around here.
Isn't that the Larry David thing?
What?
He's like, that's why I have an office, to get away from everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
you foisted it
I
upon
think we
me.
get. Just saw that one the other day.
Nice. What else you got going on? We are filming shows in here. This is pretty interesting. The Sweat Lodge studio. How's everything going with that?
Oh, that's stressful too. Just trying to figure out all the new shit we need to do for this. We got remote interview capabilities now, proven. Proved it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was nice.
preparations, kind of everything.
It's good though. I mean,
Well, you guys are video. I mean, you guys done the gamut of all kinds of video between you and John Paul, I'd say.
Yeah.
And what's the key if you're a novice, you're trying to you have your own business, or you're trying to do your own thing, and you had to shoot your own commercial, let's say. What advice would you give to someone?
to get 2 cameras. If you're shooting any commercials, get 2 cameras because you can have a second shot to cut away to. People won't always do one camera where they're like, "Oh, I'll just run through it real quick,"
Right.
and nobody ever nails it the first time. But if you have 2 cameras, you can do one sentence at a time. Cut to the other camera. Boom. Start where you pick up where you left off. It's really it's underrated. John Paul could
Just
probably
coverage.
Yeah, just having that coverage and a second angle is big because
Now, what I've been noticing with y'all, we're not using all our cameras. We got one down. One of the Mevos is down. We're waiting on the boost to come in, which gives us Ethernet capability connection. And I look, I'll keep telling people, I know the Mevo isn't everything, but I do tell a lot of people that are doing like public speaking events, record that shit, man. That's content.
Sure, yeah.
The hard part, you're already doing the hard part. Just capture it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the Mevos,
I say that to say it to myself because we're bad about doing it. Like, hey, we're about to do an episode. What do y'all want to hear?
Yeah. Well,
we're bad at our own push, but
I'm curious to see a Mevo out in the wild, how it operates, because we've tried using a Mevo without a boost, and it's just like, it doesn't work. Like at 720p, which is not full HD, it does not, it's pixelating and shit. It's just like, what? How would this work out in real life?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the marketing on their site, it's like tight shots of people playing acoustic guitar in a hipster coffee shop. So it's not really like the zoom does get blown out. And then the other part is with these, I don't know how many hours these things should have on them. We've put a lot of hours on these babies.
Yeah, that's true.
I think of electronics like I think about like airplanes. You know, like they've got a certain amount. There's a finite amount of hours.
Yeah,
probably. Same with the TVs.
Sure.
You have TVs in sports bars that are on all the time. They're just gonna bail out.
Yeah, I mean, it would be really surprising if we didn't get a couple of years out of these things.
We have. I mean we've had them for a couple of years.
They've been rotated in and out though, also
right.
being broken. So I don't know. I don't think the tech part of it is that great. Like the physical inside guts of them or anything special. It's the software that's the big proprietary angle that they have.
I don't know. I still have to step back and go, for the cost of it, it's that quality cost delivery kind of thing. For what it gives you at the cost you're paying for them.
Right. It is unique in what it does. I mean,
and it's mobile.
Small. Yeah, it's mobile. You can connect it on your phone, all that. I mean, I get it.
Right.
It's just
no, we definitely want to step it up in here, but at some point.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to use the nice mics today from our client.
I wouldn't want to go through his stuff.
Oh. So what else would you tell him? 2 cameras.
Two cameras. Well.
So like for Christmas, I was like, I want to have video of my kids opening gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So I took one of those Mevos and just set it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would mostly auto play.
Right.
It finds faces, and that's kind of the cool novelty of the Mevo camera. So I set that up. Again, another dad thing where you're like, I'm putting a lot of effort into doing this and setting this up.
Yeah.
And get yelled at.
The kids don't, yeah.
Like,
quit playing with your camera toy.
And I'm like, well, I don't want to be behind my phone for the most important memories kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really hate that at concerts, at any event.
I holler at my mom. She's like, take some pictures. I'm like, I don't want to take pictures. I want to watch them with my own eyeballs, lady.
Right.
It's not my business. You take the pictures.
You want to watch Kid Rock. You don't want to be taking a picture.
Right. I don't want to watch a video of Kid Rock.
Mom, Ba What the Ball's coming on.
So more video advice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Audio is going to be key. That's usually where people get messed up, I think. We have a Zoom recorder that does a pretty good, and the phones do a pretty good job if it's completely quiet and stuff. But if you're wanting to make your own commercial, you're going to either want to get a little bit of a better recorder or go in post-production to your phone if you have phone audio and see if you can't pull out whatever ambient noise there is, because that's really the video is not telling the whole story. Like the audio is usually going to be what's getting the information across, unless you're throwing text
or
on
hire
screen.
a sound guy for $20 an hour.
Right, that could work too.
Where
would you find one?
Yeah, how would I go about that?
I know of a couple people.
Let's say you're in Alaska. What do you think you would do?
Yeah, but do you know?
I got an Alaska guy.
Do you know of a website where you could hire someone like that? Something to give the audience that might not have your phone number.
We'll have to look it up.
I mean, no, I've never went and searched it out yet, but
I did
they
look
have
up
the websites like that.
As I was researching. our studio costs and pricing sheet, I did find studio time. If anybody's listening out there that wants to use a recording space for music or podcast, I was trying to use that as the jumping off point to send over to a potential podcast that wants to use this place.
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to make sure we have all the features and function kind of laid out on a pricing sheet and all that.
Yeah, looks like Upwork.com.
Oh, you can find
Has
real
a lot
people
of freelance video pros all
around
kinds of
you,
stuff.
nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, moonlighting.com's probably got to have that too, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't pop up, but
Yeah.
you got to work on that SEO.
But that,
Rent a Minority is a revolutionary new service designed for those oh shit moments where you realize your award show oh my God.
What?
This is a website that
Can we get some minority friends in here?
it's diversity on demand.
Okay.
So basically you can hire or rent.
Way more
I
racist.
can't believe they called it rent a minority.
Way
You
more
hire
racist,
a
right?
minority, yeah. To just like if you want to look more ethnic, you could straight up just hire this company and they'll just send people over
So wait.
that don't look like us.
We could get like a Filipino boy to sit right between us during this episode.
You want a Filipino boy? Get your Filipino boy.
I mean-
go through his website.
I didn't want to be specific, but
Oh, right.
we could get any race that's not white.
I don't know if you get to choose the race.
It's just like
I'll take a Filipino.
it's like a sorted bag.
Oh, one of the tabs on their of their navigation is the Minority Report. Kind of have to click on that.
This feels like a fake site.
Dude, it's totally real. I think
What's it-
it's a Squarespace site too.
What's the? Oh man,
Rentaminority.com. Go to it.
I
I
went
wish
to
it was
rent a
fit.
minor. Not the same thing.
It's for coal. Digging coal.
Yeah.
Sign up as a minority. Should I sign up?
Yeah. You're.
I'm a minority.
Yeah.
You know.
The two white. Yeah,
At
it
my
is a
house.
Squarespace site. I can tell. That is. I even know the template.
Okay. Nobody wants to hear you guess the template. of the-
Bedford. No.
Great.
No.
We'll never
it's
know.
Hayden. It's Hayden.
No.
Don't worry about it. I can tell because of the pre-footer. Oh, who's a nerd? So I can hire a minority. Holy shit. Get ethics with our ethics.
Ethics or ethnics?
Oh, man, I got too excited. Yeah.
I can't read.
Get ethics with our ethnics.
Ugh.
That's the headline.
How is that? I want to know who runs it.
Can we call them right now?
Please don't be a white guy. Please.
Featured
don't.
Minorities. This is a joke.
Dude,
This is a joke,
it's
dude.
not.
Look at the featured minorities.
They have a
This-
minority for every occasion.
This is funny. Ethnically ambiguous. Mexican, Arab, Asian, mixed.
Oh my god.
This is a joke site.
This
dude.
has got to be.
Yeah.
All of our minorities
Sure.
have been vetted to ensure that you are not, quote unquote, too black or too Muslim or too much of a feminist.
Cheerful woman of color.
We are in dangerous waters, I think.
Why?
I don't know.
You could get a featured minority intellectual black guy. Good for
Dude.
tech conferences.
Oh my god.
Was there a Google ad for this?
No, it wasn't even an ad.
It just popped up.
It was
SEO wise.
video pros for hire, I think is what I Googled.
Oh my god.
So pretty much just for hire was what got it.
Let's see.
Wow, dude.
Oh, look at all the quotes. The words of praise are all from like Fox News and Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, Beryl
God.
Streep. Who did this?
Yeah.
2016. Someone's paying for this. That's $100 at least a year.
Yeah. What? Who's Beryl Streep?
Like Meryl Streep?
I get it, but why would they miss? Why did
Oh,
they
go to
misspell it?
FAQ. What the actual fuck? Is this a joke? First off, give yourself a pat on the back by making as far as the FAQ. You officially joined. You're officially smarter than 1,179%. Blah 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 blah. Okay, this
So it is a
funny.
joke.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
yeah. But I don't. It's still hilarious because it looks legit.
I still can't believe people are paying to have that site up. I mean, what is the benefit?
It's not even secure, bro.
Are they trying?
SSL secure that shit.
Do you think they're like just trying to rein people in who want who think this is a good idea and like putting them on a list?
If you go to the stories one, it's pretty funny. I can't read some of this.
You're in a rent a minority hole.
I'm getting giggly with this. This is hilarious, though. The fact that someone would spend the time to do this, it's a solid 5 hours.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, just to get the Squarespace set up, it's no picnic. You put in actual like images in there and stuff. Yeah, that's a 20-hour joke.
Yeah,
Made
good
that,
for them. But I don't see why. It's not even that.
There has to be a reason. Maybe we can get.
I'm
if you
flabbergasted.
go to the FAQ, he has his email at the bottom.
Oh yeah, let's email this guy.
Well, we'll tell him we brought him up on the pod.
Yeah.
Hot pod talk. You
No.
got that 2-minute warning?
No. I do the 2-minute warning when I want to do the 2-minute warning.
I just see we're at 31, right?
No, we're not. What are you so worried about? We're
Oh,
going for an hour and a half today.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
How
Let's
your-
talk.
how
Let's
your-
talk.
how your
I don't
balls
talk
feeling?
anymore. My balls feel pretty
How's
good.
TC Tuggers doing?
Feel pretty good. Did you reschedule yours?
Nope.
Did you trick me into getting a vasectomy?
No.
Did I get tricked?
No, I really wanted to do it last week.
Really wanted to. I
Well, I
was
mean,
really looking
As
forward to
much
that
as I
vasectomy.
could, really. Dude,
Someone say vasectomy?
Mm.
it was hectic Wednesday night before I had it Thursday scheduled. I'm bringing all the stuff over to my parents' house, which is a cool.
That's the 2-minute warning.
It's a cool conversation to have. My dad's like, "Why are you having it?" That's what he asked me.
My dad came in and was like,
My-
"So what
what-
is it?" It's like,
What is
what
it?
is happening? He had no idea.
And then I had to use you as a reference.
Eric made me do it.
I was like, a bunch of guys are doing it.
All my friends are getting vasectomies.
I know. I listed like 10 friends of mine that have done it.
Doesn't make them cool, Law.
Well, if you jumped off a bridge, would you?
Did you get a vasectomy off the
Uh,
Brooklyn
yeah.
Bridge?
Are they fucking cool? Yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty
The
cool.
answer is always yes.
Pretty badass.
Did they jump off the bridge and that looks bitchin'? Yeah, I'm doing that shit.
Yeah, you don't want to be the nerd pussy of the group.
Right. Now I'm scared of heights forever.
Yeah.
Thanks. No, what it was one of those things where I was so gassed last week and I was just like I hit a wall as I was driving over Wednesday night to like get all the kid stuff to my mom.
You didn't actually hit a wall while you were driving.
No, like a just a tired wall.
Yeah,
And I was like I'll just eat
I
the
just
$100.
I'm tired today.
I'll eat the
I
$100.
don't want to. I was actually glad you did it. We had a lot of shit going on.
Yeah,
it would have been a clusterfuck.
It was a lot of stuff in here, a lot of activity. This place has been a beehive lately. So.
Yeah.
No, I'll get it. I'll get it on Tuesday. It'll be fine. I don't have the kids.
This
on.
Tuesday?
No. I'll just go for the next Tuesday available.
Oh,
We
okay.
got to get Dr. Curington.
Yes, we do. I need to follow up with him.
He's a tough man to get.
Yeah.
You have to get a vasectomy to get.
He's
a hold of
elbow
him.
deep in nuts, man.
But you guys feel all right?
Yeah.
Have you gotten all your guys out?
Oh, 20 loads is done.
21
check
good.
it off.
Salute.
Yeah, done. Should be good. Drop loads wherever I want now. No
On
problem.
John Paul?
Hey, he won't get pregnant. I'll tell him that much.
Not again.
What about my sweat equity?
Yeah!
SweatEquityPod.com. RentAminority.com.
RentAminority.com. It's a comedy show.
What about my sweat equity?